What's up, guys? Jay Feldman here, co-founder of Otter PR. Today I'm going to give you the rundown on Facebook verification, everything that you need to know, and the PR agency backdoor hacks that you're probably not going to find elsewhere on the internet. So let's get right into it and discuss Facebook verification. One, why do you need it? So obviously it's a check mark that says I'm credible on Facebook, and it's actually easier to get on Facebook than most platforms. If you've been following our page, you already know a little bit about getting verification on Instagram and TikTok. Facebook is unique because if you're an advertiser, having that check mark will do wonders for your conversion rates, your click-throughs. It also makes you look pretty cool when you're posting on Facebook. But let's get right into Facebook verification and actually how to get it. As you probably know, if you're a Facebook user, you have two types of Facebook accounts. You have your main profile page, if you're a person, and then you have your business page, or they used to call it a fan page. You can only get one of those pages verified. So if you're a person and you want to get your personal Facebook page, the one you use on your newsfeed to comment and interact with friends, if you want that verified, you won't be able to get your business page or fan page verified, even if you have a separate page for that business. So for example, for me, I am Jay Feldman, and then I have a business page that is Dr. Jay Feldman. That represents my personal brand. That's the business page that I'm able to run advertisements from, which I do, and I need that ability to do that. So that's the account that I wanted to get verified. So if you go on Facebook and you search facebook.com/Dr. Jay Feldman, you'll see that blue check mark next to the business page only, but not my personal page. There are some fun hacks around that, and if you stay with me till the end, I'll teach you about that hack. And I'm not sure how long it's gonna stick around, so be sure to hang out with me. All right, so once you've decided which page you want verified, your personal or your business page, how do you actually go about getting it? Well, similar to all of the other verification videos that I've done, the main factor is going to be your media presence across multiple platforms, specifically online media coverage in Google News approved outlets that are feature articles. So articles in entrepreneur.com, Forbes, Inc., and other very credible news sources. Look for the blue check next to those news sources' Instagram pages and Facebook pages as well to see if they're credible. And feature articles, meaning your business name or your personal name is actually in the title, and that article's entirely about you. It's got pictures about you, it's got deep insights about your business and your personal brand. That's the type of press that's going to get you verified. We like to see at least 8 to 10 articles before we even think to submit you, and we'll talk about submission in a second. Facebook's actually a little bit tricky. But moral of the story is they want to see that cross-media presence, specifically online and highly credible publications. Having a big YouTube presence helps. Having a lot of followers helps. Being on Twitter and Instagram, all of those things factor in and help. The other important thing, especially if you're a brand, is you need to have intellectual property. You need to have a trademark on that brand name. If you're a person, you can get around that. But for getting brands verified, you have to make sure you have the IP. Okay. So now you followed my steps. You have 10 highly credible press articles. They're all featured articles. How do you actually go from there to getting that check mark? I'll tell you right now. And Facebook's actually a little tricky because they keep turning on and off your ability to actually submit yourself on the platform for verification. I think right now, as we speak, I think it's April 28th, 2021, that ability is actually enabled. So you can go on, and we'll drop the link in the description here, to actually submit yourself for verification. They'll want to see your ID, they'll want to see IP, and they'll essentially plug you into Google News and see what pops up. If you have all of those credible feature articles, they'll be able to verify you right through that portal. If you're denied several times, or if that feature is not currently enabled when you're watching this, which there's a very good chance that that's the case, you need to use a PR or media agency. These agencies work with celebrities, they work with actors, they work with famous people and famous brands, and they have what's called a media portal, which is essentially a back-end access dashboard to Facebook, where they're able to submit that account through that dashboard in an expedited manner, where it's reviewed in an entirely different process, and that's how we get our clients verified. and that's how they get their clients verified. There is a cost to doing this, and we will not submit anybody that does not have sufficient press. Step number 1 is make sure that you're set up for verification and decide which account that you actually want to get verified. Is it going to be your personal page? Is it going to be your business page? Do you have IP on that business page? Intellectual property. If not, you have to speak to an IP attorney, a patent attorney, a trademark attorney. Get that intellectual property before you submit. Step number 2, multimedia presence. You have to be omnipresent. You have to have a lot of credible feature articles and Google News approved verified media publications such as Forbes, Inc., Entrepreneur, but the list is not limited to those. There's a lot that fall under that list, and if you want to learn a little bit more about that, schedule a call with us. All right, so now you've got all this press, you know what account you're going to get verified. See if you can apply yourself. We always advise our clients to try their luck with the form. A lot of times it works on Facebook. Facebook is easier than most platforms to get that verification check mark. It's much easier than Instagram. It's much easier than TikTok. So try your luck applying for yourself. If you're denied, or if you just want that expedited and you want it guaranteed, work with a media agency such as Otter PR to get that verification, get that check mark, and we'd be happy to help you out. Now, I did promise you a secret at the end of this video, so here it is. There's several influencers, this is only for personal brands, who can get both their personal brand and their Facebook page, business page verified, both of them. And this is essentially how they do it. And they're probably gonna cancel this video for me telling you this. This is an insider hack, so please don't share it with your friends. But anyways, here's what you do. First, you get your Facebook business page verified through the means that I just told you. Once you have that verified Facebook business page, you're then able to temporarily deactivate that business page and do the same thing for your personal page. Once your personal page gets that check mark, then you can go ahead and reactivate that business page, and boom, now you're left with 2 verified Facebook accounts, and you can interact in your newsfeed with your friends, with your personal verified Facebook account, as well as run ads with that Facebook business page. Again, I don't know how long this hack is going to last. Typically, these don't last very long, but right now it's working. We're doing it for people. Now we're doing it for my partner, and we're happy to try and do that for you as well. So, with that being said, really think critically about the account that you want to get verified. Make sure that you have all the pieces in place. If you want to take the budget route, if you follow these steps, you'll be able to do it on your own. If you want to get this done and it's super important for your company, getting that check mark not only helps with your advertising, it helps with your brand trust, brand authority. It's going to help you increase investor interest, increase partnership interest. Having that check mark goes a long, long way. So it is super important, and you're able to do a lot more stuff once you have it, which we'll talk about in a follow-up video. Okay, guys, I'm Jay with Otter PR, one of the co-founders. We talk everything media, PR related, verification related, and we're going to have a lot more cool content coming out. So if you love this video, please drop a like, please share it with some friends, and subscribe to our channel. We're relatively new, we're building, and we're going to give you a ton of value. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.